13.8 billion years ago, everything that would ever exist was compressed into a single, infinitely dense point. Then it ignited, expanding to create our universe. That is our modern scientific origin story. But an 86-year-old researcher, Professor Kailash Chaturvedi, spent decades compiling a 16.5-kilogram volume of Sanskrit scripts that describes this exact cosmological event with startling precision. We use billion-dollar particle detectors like these to map quantum mechanics and cosmic evolution. Yet these ancient records document the same fundamental laws, despite being written thousands of years before the invention of the telescope. Modern physics and ancient observations are converging on the same starting point for our universe. To preserve this massive repository of knowledge, the sage Vedavyasa categorized it into 4 operational manuals. These pillars organize reality from the macro to the micro. The Rigveda maps cosmology and physics. The Yajurveda details procedural action. The Samaveda explores vibration, and the Ayurveda focuses on medicine and biology. When viewed through the lens of astrophysics, the Rigveda describes a sequential, mechanical process of cosmic birth. In modern physics, the Big Bang began as an infinitely dense particle containing the potential for all matter, sitting in a void of complete darkness. The Vedic texts describe an identical starting condition, Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb, in that initial darkness. This text highlights the trigger for expansion. Prakriti, primordial kinetic energy, acts upon consciousness, Purush, initiating the creation of the universe. The Big Bang provides a mathematical timestamp for the moment Prakriti became active, turning infinite potential into kinetic reality. As the universe cooled, modern science tells us that quarks formed into protons, which eventually bound together to create hydrogen and helium, the basic building blocks of matter. The Vedic concept of Shrishti Utpatti maps these same evolutionary epochs in a nearly identical chronological sequence. As shown here, the ancient stages of Avyakut and Mahan align precisely with what modern physics calls the Planck and Grand Unified Epochs. This flowchart tracks the process down to the formation of the Panch Mahabhut, or the 5 great elements: space, air, fire, water, and earth. While modern science observes a timeline of cooling gas, these ancient texts document the same sequence as the architectural assembly of nature's fundamental components. Beyond physical matter, modern quantum mechanics and string theory suggest the universe is built on a foundation of invisible, vibrating frequencies. Ancient scholars documented this same realization in the syllable Om, which represents the fundamental frequencies governing the creation, preservation, and dissolution of all things. We can see this in action through cymatics. Specific audio frequencies naturally organize loose matter into the complex, perfect geometric patterns shown here. Modern string theory and the ancient Samaveda both describe harmonic vibration as the fundamental architecture holding the physical world together. Research indicates that frameworks like Vaisheshik Darshan operate as detailed systems for particle physics and atomic theory, structured as philosophy. Modern science relies on massive colliders to analyze external physical matter, while ancient observers use deep meditative states to document the same laws from within. These 2 traditions are different dialects describing the same ultimate reality. By bridging the mathematics of modern physicists with the observations of ancient scholars, we arrive at a more complete understanding of our origins. The universe is not a collection of random matter. It is a structured, vibrating entity. These Sanskrit records have sat in plain sight for thousands of years, documenting the same cosmic laws we are now spending billions to verify. Future scientific breakthroughs may rely on integrating these 2 perspectives, using modern instruments to explore the laws documented by ancient observers in pure consciousness.